All right, everybody. Let's figure out how to use Find a Graves app for iOS systems or iPhones. So you can see here I've downloaded it. We're going to bring it up. This is right at the beginning, the tutorial, your welcome page. So let's see if we can get started. We're going to sign in and sign up. I've already created an account, and you can see here my phone saved my information here from my web logins. So let's see if it'll let me sign in. Ooh, it doesn't want me to. Hang on. Let's sign in as my email address. And sign in. And there we go. I'm going to save it because I can never remember passwords. So let's see here. My virtual cemeteries in there, my double check one, which are ones that I need to figure out who are they related to me, are they not? And then my family ones, which I have not organized them in any kind of way. They're just all listed in there. So, and you can see mine go back, and yeah, they go back to like 1700s down there in Massachusetts. Pretty fantastic. And not all of them have photos. I've put in photo requests for those. You can see it doesn't have the picture, but it has, the general information of where she's buried and everything like that. So way easier view than on our online version. Let's see how a search works though. Let's search for memorial search. All right, you can see here it requests all that information. So last name, let's see if we can find, let's just search one of my family members. See if we can find him in there. Birth year, I can never remember it. Death year, I do remember that. It's 2007. And we know it was in the United States of America. And I'm not sure of the state actually. Well, let's see. We're going to go Virginia and hit search. And there he is. So we can add a picture. If I have pictures of my grandfather, I can go and add him here. Add GPS. Let's see. Oh, so location. So if I was standing at his gravesite. But you can see here there's plenty of photos. That bothers me. I want to turn it. You can see there's plenty of photos here. Somebody's written a little bio about him. It looks like it was pulled from an obit. And we can add the GPS. So if I was at Arlington, where he is buried, I could add that GPS location. Let's see what the more offers us. We can save it to a virtual cemetery. He's already in mine. I can share it to somebody. So if I press share, it'll come up with, I can text it, I can email it, I can put the mention on social media. Let's hit more again. I can request a photo, which there's already photos there, or I could suggest edits. So if I wanted to suggest an edit, this is Colonel Wesley Barrett Scholl, which I think, yeah. So that's how we can find one. Now let's see if we can search for one that's a little bit more difficult to find. So say if we didn't know who we were looking for, let's just put in the last name Grant. We know the last name, we know they died, let's say in 1913. or 1918. We know it was U.S. We know it was Georgia and the county. Let's just say Clark. I could guarantee there's probably a Grant. Maybe. Let's see. No results. So let's change the year. Just say we don't know. So here's all the Grants that died in Clark County, Georgia, who are in Find a Grave. Oh, here's one at Oconee Hill. Bishop Grant, World War I vet. You can see the large monument, the two smaller plates. Looks like it was his spouse next to him. And see here, he lists the family information. So if we click on her, there she is. So if you're related to them, you could save them to your virtual cemetery. And go back, and we would have to save both separately because they're separate records. And that is pretty much it. Seems pretty great. You can, keeps your account information in there just like it does on the online site. You can transcribe stuff, contribute your own memorials. So this would be really handy if you're visiting cemeteries right now, where you can just immediately enter in the information. That way you don't have that lag time in visiting the cemetery and then entering in the information later on. You can take photos, I'm assuming, and submit them right from your phone. Super easy. This would probably be something fun to really get into and play with. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking out the tutorial. I hope you're having fun, and I can't wait to see you back in the heritage room. Thank you.